Game over.
After the incredible series comeback that was Saw X back in 2023, Saw 11 has been canceled. Now let's get into the saddest horror movie update of 2025 so far. Hey everybody, Saw 11 has been canceled. I'm just upset. I need a few days. Boss, I'm taking a few days off. I gotta go cry in the corner and watch all 10 of these movies again. How can this be happening? Well, let's answer this unfortunate question. Saw 11 has been in the works since the surprising success of the series' 10th installment. Saw X absolutely rocked, humanizing its genius killer architect while once again delivering deadly new traps. It features one of the best performances from Tobin Bell in the entire series, and we even got to see a little more of Amanda Young before she was revealed to be an accomplice in Saw 2. That film scored big at the box office, grossing over $125 million against its minuscule $13 million budget. You'd think that the series was about to get into a brand new renaissance, and then all of this happens. The news comes from Bloody Disgusting today, who was recently told by an anonymous source close to the production that Saw 11 is, quote, totally dead, it's 100% over, almost a year now. It's a major shock and a massive bummer considering the excellent crew of people who were attached to this project. Tobin Bell, Shawnee Smith, and Costas Mandalore, who essentially play our main antagonists in the series, were all confirmed to return for the 11th entry that was likely to be something similar to Saw X, maybe even continuing that prequel storyline. Franchise mainstay Kevin Greutert was announced to direct, and the script was penned by Collector creators Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan. The writers had even teased an angrier movie that would have gotten into some modern commentary similar to the 6th installment. It sounds like this movie would have been a match made in horror heaven. We've known that this production has had some issues for a while now, ever since its September of 2024 release date got pushed an entire year for no apparent reason. According to this anonymous source, in January of 2024, producers Mark Berg and Orrin Coles got into an argument over how to continue this series. The source close to the production had told Bloody Disgusting that one of the producers wanted to plow forward with the production while the other had put up some roadblocks. The same source has also stated that Lionsgate, the studio that helped build the Saw franchise over the years, didn't have anyone to smooth over the disagreement. And if that wasn't bad enough, here's one last kick in the side to Saw fans. That same source has said that the series will likely get shopped around and maybe even restart with a brand new studio. That is an absolute nightmare considering all of the loose ends that have yet to be wrapped up in this series. Cecilia Peterson, one of the most evil characters in the entire Saw series, and that's saying something, is still alive and out there according to Saw X. What happens to her? Also, is Mark Hoffman dead after the events of Saw 3D? Will we ever get another movie where Dr. Gordon is shown to be a Jigsaw accomplice? I need answers! Another third-party source, Viewer Anon, who we've talked about many times before on this channel, has added some details to this devastating situation that at least shed some light on what happened here. Apparently, Mark and Orrin, the two big-name Saw producers we were talking about earlier, may have been arguing over a potential deal with Blumhouse. It was reported back in April of last year that Blumhouse was teaming up with Lionsgate to bring back some of their old horror IPs into new successful ventures. The big announcement at the time involved a new Blair Witch Project film. That's an entire controversy in and of itself, considering that the original Blair Witch people don't receive royalties for that film, but I'll save that for another video. The big rumor right now is that Blumhouse is interested on getting their greedy little paws on the Saw franchise to possibly reboot it. This unfortunately makes sense for a lot of reasons. Saw, like I was just talking about, is totally in a renaissance right now. People are back on board this franchise after seeing how high quality the last installment was. Besides making a lot of money at the box office though, Saw X is a film that was reviewed very positively, unlike the previous 3 films in this franchise. So of course Blumhouse wants a slice of that pie, but this is just a little bit of personal speculation. We have also learned in the last couple of years that James Wan's company Atomic Monster is merging with Blumhouse soon, and as you may remember, James Wan is the director and one of the original creators of this series. Maybe he wants to get those franchise rights back. That could really complicate this already complicated situation. I wouldn't be shocked if that's the case, but it is just a bit of my own personal speculation. Viewer Anon has once again given us an update today talking a bit about this, saying that Bloody Disgusting confirms Saw 11 is essentially dead. For people asking why Lionsgate can't step in, Twisted Pictures owns all all rights to Saw. Lionsgate cannot force producers to start production no matter how much they want a new movie. In January of 2024, after a single rough draft of the script was quickly written, which I heard needed work but was promising, people were excited. The personal-professional relationship between Mark Berg and Oren Coles broke down. A Saw film cannot move forward without both of them. Various solutions were suggested, including one making the movie while the other steps away and gets paid, but they could never lock in an agreement. For what it's worth, I've heard Mark is considered the roadblock more than Oren. Take that last bit however you will. It just sounds like an awful situation that has left this story franchised in uncertain territory. Whatever happens, I just hope we get some more Saw at some point, man. There are questions that need answers. And also, the 10th movie has proved that there is still a lot left to write here, and I am drooling for more. Somebody save Saw, and Jason Blum, please don't reboot it. Keep the series going. Nobody wants to see Timothée Chalamet playing Jigsaw. Do you think Saw has a chance to return, or is it game over for this franchise? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all again for watching. Please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.